Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato.
And I'm a curveball.
What kind of ball?
A curved ball.
Boy!
Yeetus.
Okay, we have Phantasm 2 for you today, and happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Halloween. Today we're going to be watching Phantasm 2, aka Phantasm 2. The ball is back, baby.
Or possibly Phantasm 2 Daggerfall.
Dagger.
I make this joke only because Phantasm 4 is called Oblivion.
No, but like with a subtitle like The Ball is Back, like, come on.
That's
Like,
not...
what other horror franchise has like a subtitle like that, man? Seriously. That's like
Rollerball?
I don't know, man. It's like if Friday the 13th had like Friday the 13th Part 2, Blade, like a Blade to the Grave or something.
I mean, it does have Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Where I'm assuming he and his friends are trying to get a musical put on Broadway.
Yeah.
So, Phantasm 2, 1988. It got 6.5 out of 10. Mike, now released from a psychiatric hospital, continues his journey to stop the evil tall man from his grim work. Rated R. And this was made a full 9 years after the first one. And that usually doesn't mean good things await you if you wait that long for a sequel.
Yeah, they turned this one way more into an action movie.
But a few things to point out. Angus Scrimm is back, of course. Reggie Bannister is back, of course.
Mm-hmm.
A. Michael Baldwin is not.
Mm-hmm.
The role of Mike is played by James LeGros. Or James LeGros. Don't know how he pronounces it.
Probably LeGros.
But yeah, let's see if a sequel made 9 years later will be good.
Any
predictions?
Okay, hang on 1 second. I got one more. Friday the 13th Part 2, A Blade Descent. That's all I got for that.
Phantasm. The delusion of a disordered mind. A phantom. A spirit. A ghost. For 10 years, the secret of Perigord Cemetery has remained a mystery. Now, 3 innocent people are about to discover the ultimate evil.
You think that when you die, you go to heaven. You come to us.
We've got to warn people. This summer, the ball is back. Phantasm 2.
It's only a dream.
It's a dream.
No, it's not.
Rated R.
You think that when the review is over, you go to heaven. You come to us.
Oh, yeah.
This was an interesting movie.
Yes, it was.
We start out with a random girl called Liz writing in her notebook.
She's apparently related to a certain riot that we know because her last name's Reynolds.
Ha. But she's right. She's been having visions of the tall man and his army of Jawas.
Yep.
And Mike, and apparently she's in love with Mike.
Well, she sees him in her dreams. Her special dreams. She sees the boy that she loves.
And then we cut to the ending of the last movie.
It's basically playing in her head. And is also continued.
Except Reggie hears Mike being pulled out through the window.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, through the mirror. And so he He goes up, he sees the dwarves dragging him away, so he gets a baseball bat and thwacks one in the face.
He beats one with the shotgun first, though. He grabs the shotgun and bashes it over one's face.
Gets the shotgun, tries to look for ammunition for it. He opens a cupboard, there's no bullets there. He opens a cupboard, there's no bullets there. He opens a cupboard, and fuck, it's a midget! Yep. And it attacks him.
Yeah, that's the first one. You gotta watch for those assault midgets. They'll get you.
So his solution is to put out all the pilot lights on his gas stove and then turn all the gas way up.
Well, this is Dream Reg we're talking about here. Like, this is the Reggie inside of Liz's mind.
Yeah.
Just, like, planning on blowing up the entire house the second he gets...
because his idea is the gas from the stove is going to go to the fireplace. So he disengages from the midget, runs up, grabs Mike, whose face we noticeably do not get to see, because this is new footage. This was not filmed but left out of Phantasm 1.
Yeah, because they probably couldn't get the same kid.
And they could get the same kid, but he was 9 years older.
Yeah, but like if they would have gotten the same kid, he wouldn't have looked the same as well.
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, you have to obfuscate that shit.
So he jumps out the window before the explosion.
Mm-hmm. It's like this makes sense though. It does kind of make sense.
And she talks about that her grandfather's going to die soon.
Yeah, and then the whole prophecy
bad shit will happen. And they are in Perigord. I think that's how they call it. Perigord?
Some place we're gonna see later. But yeah, it makes sense though, like, because if Mike was getting kidnapped, wouldn't you? Okay, if you were getting kidnapped, let's say, wouldn't you rather like the tall man not get you and instead you blow up inside the house than he get you and turn you into a midget?
Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Yes, I would.
Like, yeah, it's a sound plan. Honestly, Dream Reg's logic here is pretty sound. I'm all for it. Blow me up in a house before turning me into a midget. Especially a midget clown. I wouldn't like that.
Yeah. You mean like Malbolgia did to the Violator?
Yeah, there you go. I would not want to be the Violator. Like, screw that.
Well, you might want to be the Violator, but not...
No, not even.
About that, I remember... something occurred to me about John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
This is an utter tangent, but I watched Land of the Dead last night.
Mm-hmm.
We did not make nearly enough Mario Brothers movie jokes.
Should have probably done more.
Because both Dennis Hopper, King Koopa, and John Leguizamo, Luigi Mario, are in that movie. Anyway, back to Phantasm 2. A better movie. A much better movie than Land of the Dead.
Phantasm 2. A good date for big balls.
So... We cut to Mike, who's interviewing a doctor who
no, he's not interviewing a doctor.
Sorry, he's being interviewed by a doctor.
So he can get discharged.
And he doesn't believe a word he of course. Mm-hmm. But I actually had to check here who plays the doctor because he looks an awful lot like Don Coscarelli. It's not Don Coscarelli, but I thought like horror director, put yourself in your movie briefly kind of thing, but nah.
I saw a couple of people around here who, like, they were probably making, like, that looked like other people, but, like, totally weren't. I'll get to those in a bit, but, like, they make a lot of, like, little nods here and there to
Well, I mean, that guy in the gas mask is Brad Pitt.
I'm sure it is. I would be very happy if that was, because that dude is basically me in this film.
Like, didn't Deadpool pull a trick like that?
Maybe, probably at some point. I just don't know who they would do that with.
So, he leaves. He's picked up by Reg.
Mm-hmm.
Reg doesn't believe the story about the midgets because... It's like, so look, you think I blew up my house because it was infested with midgets?
No, we're going there right now, guy.
Like, and apparently since the last movie, Reggie got married and had a daughter.
Yeah, and he's taking them to the house now to see him because.
But Mike has a premonition. Mike gets a premonition.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, stop! We have to save them. The house is about to explode, and then the house explodes.
Well, no, he's remembering he's getting sort of a new premonition, but at the same time, it's the same one from the dream.
Yeah, but him predicting it is what convinces Reggie that the tall man is real.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, not that he's real, that he's back.
But we hear
because the whole
we hear a voiceover from Angus Scrimm, which is "Welcome home, boy."
Yeah.
Oh, and tall man line count 10. He's got 10 in this movie.
Oh yeah, only 10.
Only 10. Hey, it's more than last movie where I got fucking 5.
Very true, and I feel like the quality of lines in this one kind of went up compared to the last one. Like, he says a lot better things in this one. He has a lot more quotable lines. But we'll get to those. House blows up. They go to the funeral.
They go to the funeral and they're dressed like the Men in Black with sunglasses and everything.
Well, they wore the sunglasses at the first funeral too. Like, Reggie was wearing the sunglasses also in the first movie.
But no, they look like the fucking they look like the fucking Blues Brothers, and it's great.
They do. That I'm with you on. They totally do look like they're on a message. They're on a mission from God.
Well, they are on a mission from God.
There you go. So then they go on this little quote unquote raid.
Yeah, they break into a hardware store.
Warehouse, hardware store. There you
go. They take a lot of stuff. I don't say steal because they technically pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But they take way more than they use. Because one of the things they take, because I noticed this, is a bush hook.
Yeah.
And a bush hook, you remember, I used in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines to kill things with. It's like a battle. It was like a fucking Volg. Or Bardiche or something.
It's like a magnet for pussy.
Really isn't. But
come on, let me have that. Also, let me have that.
And they end up, and there's no real other way to say this, making TF2 weapons.
Yeah, they're crafting like it's goddamn Warframe. They're putting mods on their weapons.
Because Reggie Bannister basically duct tapes a pair of shotguns together.
It's Dead Rising.
Yeah. Where's
all about that?
Where's my quad shotgun in Dead Rising 2? Come on, get on that.
Better yet, where's my double quad shotguns that I can nunchuck like fucking Dante?
Now you're just being silly.
Why can't I chain 2 Hydra shotguns together and fucking just whip them around nunchuck style, Capcom? Why not?
But either way, he does duct tape 2 shotguns together into a quad barrel shotgun, and also he puts a light on it and a stabilizing handle.
Yeah, he just mods the shit out of it.
But
it's
proceeds
really
to use it wrong the entire movie.
He doesn't even really use it the whole film.
But he uses it a lot in the movie. He shoots a lot of dwarves with it. But the thing is, when
you
make a quad barrel shot, yes, you made a 4-barrel shotgun, Reg. That does not mean that you have to shoot all 4 barrels every fucking time.
Also, how does that work? Are the 2 triggers of both shotguns combined into one now?
No, it has 2 triggers.
So then why fire both at the same time?
Because he's an ice cream man. He's not a fucking commando.
Also, how is he doing that with, does his fucking finger extend like it's goddamn E.T.?
And Mike...
no answer? Okay.
And Mike makes a flame... Well, he doesn't make a flamethrower so much as he makes a blowtorch.
Yeah.
Which, this blowtorch also bothered me, because he just tied a bunch of cans of propane together.
3 propane tanks.
Propane accessories. And
yes.
there's no way to reload this thing. And then they also
No,
have...
you get more propane.
They also have a few side weapons each. Mike has a pistol.
Uh-huh.
Big old deagle.
Mm-hmm. 50 cal.
And Reg gets a chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
And a fucking
No,
drill.
no. Correctly say that, motherfucker.
He gets a motherfucking chainsaw!
There you fucking go. That's right, asshole.
Which he uses to great effect later.
Yeah. They use it a lot.
And he gets a power drill.
Mm-hmm.
Power drill.
The Power Drill Massacre.
Like they're
Phantasm 2, the Power Drill Massacre.
Phantasm 2, Driller Killer.
Phantasm 2.
Which works, because the balls have drills in them.
Furry balls.
Phantasm 2, Attack of the Tribbles.
Yes.
The Trouble with
Tribbles.
So they go on the road, we get a kind of the ending of Terminator 1 style narration from Reg.
Uh-huh.
And they go to an abandoned-ass town, go to find the cemetery has every grave being dug up.
The cemetery literally has no body.
Yeah, none at all.
None at all.
So they chainsaw open the door to
midgets.
the mausoleum where the key is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm angry about the key being in the mausoleum.
Huh.
You know why I'm angry?
Because Haunted Mansion, the game sucked ass.
Yeah, and I have my Let's Play of that coming out tomorrow, I think.
Fuck.
That game is really fucking bad.
Okay, wait a second. Do you mean tomorrow, or when this game is this movie? This
Tomorrow
video is coming up
tomorrow at time of this review coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's coming out the day after this review comes
Yeah,
out. Mark
October
your calendars,
10th.
folks.
Yeah.
Actually, no need. Just fucking wake up tomorrow and watch the video, because that shit was funny.
What shit was funny?
The fucking game. Watching you play it was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
So they go around in the abandoned cemetery.
They go into the chainsaw the way into the mausoleum. The mausoleum's cool looking, but there's no one there.
Well, no, they find one dead girl on a slab.
Yes.
And Mike just walks past her, basically.
Then they find the girl from his visions.
Yeah.
But she has a fucking...
But
she has a fucking tall man, goblin, worm thing in her back.
It looks like the Thing. Like they
does.
Straight up like fucking Geigered the shit out of his head, basically, on a little wormy tube.
And it says, "You play a good game, boy. Come east if you dare."
Yeah, come and get you. Like, I'm gonna come get you. No, wait, better. You come get me. And then he burns it.
So they proceed to go east.
He burns the Thing.
We're back at the funeral for Liz's grandpa.
Mm-hmm. This is like the actual like funeral for Grandpa now. It's like, okay, Grandpa dies basically like at the end of the flashback when she explains that like, okay, once he dies, the prophecy will happen, blah blah blah, and then like that whole thing happens, and then we actually see the funeral with like Grandpa's funeral with the grandma and I think her sister, like Liz's sister Jerry.
Yep, and the
that's
priest.
What her name was.
I think her name's Jerry. Yeah.
The priest, by the way.
The priest is
I want to
great.
add, the priest, by the way, looks like fucking Andy Serkis.
He does. A
totally
little bit.
He totally does. I love this priest, by the way. Like, I wish he was in more of the movie.
Yeah.
He added something to,
Like, I wish he went more in the direction I thought he was going to go, which is Father Callahan from Salem's Lot. Like, he's there for the entire thing until he just snaps at the end and fucks off.
Yeah, maybe. That could have worked also, but no, they needed to have him axed off.
And I need to
some
read
point.
Salem's Lot again.
I want to, yeah, me too. I would do that.
It's pretty short for a Stephen King book. It's like, I don't know,
The movie was meh.
300 pages?
Yeah, the book was okay. The movie was meh.
Haven't seen the movie. Heard it's by Toby Hooper, though, and I love Toby Hooper.
Cinema Snob did a review. Watch it.
I saw the review.
Well, yeah, there you go then.
They do the funeral. Jerry has to go back to her family.
Mm-hmm.
Liz is irritated by this. The priest is not doing okay. And when everyone leaves,
he's
goes...
drinking, just dabbing his brow.
And when everyone leaves, he goes up to the coffin, which is open.
Yeah. That reminds me also, there's 2 creeps with, like, white gloves.
Yeah, 2 morticians.
Yeah, I just called them creeps. Because they follow around the tall man with the spotlight, you know,
and
they're
never
basically
speak.
Zombified. Never speak at all.
I
just called them Creep 1 and Creep 2.
They're his boys.
Yes.
Things
Creep for them to do. I call them Creep 1
I like
and
that.
Creep 2.
1 and Creep 2. Like the tall man, some kind of satanic cat in a hat.
There you go. I have creepy things for you both to do. I shall call you Creep 1 and Creep 2. That's what I was thinking when I was looking at them.
Things for you both to do. I will call you Creep 1 and Creep 2.
Phantasm 2, Creep 1 and Creep 2.
The tall man Grinches the cat in the hat.
Yes.
How the tall man stole Christmas. Okay, we're getting off topic here.
Phantasm 2, Green Eggs and Hammett.
Do not remind me of Kazam. Where were we? Right. He goes up to the coffin, apologizes to God for what he's going to do, but says he can't take it anymore. Clearly, he knows what the tall man is doing, and he plunges a dagger into the corpse's heart. And then the old woman sees him and screams.
In attempts to desiccate the corpse.
Yes, because
to an unrepairable degree.
Because he knows things. And then the grandma sees him and screams and faints.
Yeah, Grandma sees this, and she is distraught.
Yes, she's
somehow
not happy.
She can sleep that night.
Unlike in Land of the Dead, Grandma has not been eating her pancakes.
Fuck. Grandma's got low blood sugar. Okay, yeah. He stabs the thing. Liz finds this burnt coffin in the back, and the tall man puts his hand on her shoulder and says,
"Graveside service is about to begin."
Yep.
Somehow,
he doesn't say ma'am.
Somehow,
say ma'am.
Her brooch ends up through his finger, and he licks the yellow stuff from the point of it.
Yeah, it's a yellow goo. He's a goopy yellow.
So they leave. The graveside service happens. A man in a gas mask is pushing the coffin.
Yeah.
We find out from the people driving along that they are called grave diggers, though they use the term gravers precisely once, and that they exhume the bodies for them.
It's because they like monster truck madness. So I like call them grave diggers.
Cool.
We also get the priest inside his house, freaking the fuck out.
He's like, "Oh, the fucking wind," and
checking his door.
And then he checks out the door and he sees Grandpa with his mouth, but a zombie with his mouth sewn shut.
I love that scene though; it's so good. He goes to his door. He's just like, "It's just the wind," and it's just like,
look. I'm sorry, if I was an old alcoholic priest, my door kept being loud. Wind. You know what I'd do? Yeah. I'd drink all of my booze and go upstairs to sleep.
This would be a good plan. But no, he has to go check that fucking door so he can see Grandpa again.
And the Grandpa goes a bloogie woogie woo at him.
Oogly boogly.
Then we cut back to the guys on the road. And Mike sees them pass a hitchhiker who the movie reminds us looks a lot like the woman who is dead on the table.
Yeah.
And then he goes to sleep and he wakes up and she's in the car.
Yeah, Reg is like, so this is alchemy. I picked her up a few blocks ago.
She's like, you can call me Kemi. And for me, immediately, red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Your name cannot... People aren't called Alchemy. You're a zombie, aren't you?
Well, okay, that might have actually been her name. Who knows how big a hippie her parents were.
Yeah, true. This is the 80s, so yeah.
Right. Also, it's kind of spot on, like, calling your character Alchemy when, like, what's obviously happened to her has happened to her. It's like, okay, anybody that's watched Full Metal Alchemist, it's like, yeah, the rules of what is it, mutual exchange are being flexed over here.
Yeah, she's gonna get fused with a dog and then say, Edward. Reggie.
Oh, no, those two will be together forever.
And now,
They're inseparable.
and now, since the Full Metal Alchemist fans have left, let's continue.
Oh, fuck Full Metal Alchemist fans. Like, I give a shit.
So he's like, hey, we can't... I had a vision. That girl was in it, and she died.
Oh, yeah, they stopped to take a piss, and he tells them this. Mike tells him this.
Yeah, but she dies anyway, and she'll be safer with us, right?
Yeah.
And Reg clearly just wants to fuck her because he's Reg.
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, come on,
Like,
just take her to where she needs to go. And,
I say it's
that's
obvious,
it.
but that's because that he just wants to fuck her,
Mm-hmm.
and that because he's Reggie. But that's because I've seen the other movies in the series.
Like, okay, even from the first movie, you could still tell what his personality is like.
Yeah, but his personality is fucking horny.
There you go. That's his character trait. That's what gets him through fucking 4 movies.
Yeah. So they take her. She's going to Paragort, and they are too.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut to a house.
Apparently, apparently Paragord is her hometown.
Hmm.
She comes from there. I don't know if we mentioned that. I don't think we did.
No. So Liz is trying to sleep.
Yeah.
She hears... Oh, no, her grandma's trying to sleep. And she hears a noise and then goes back to bed, turns to one side, and Grandpa Zombie's there.
Yeah. I don't know if she was asleep at the same time, but yeah, Grandpa was in the bed with Grandma. And he's got a knife sticking out his chest. He's got the same knife sticking out his chest. And she's like, oh my!
And
then she goes sploosh.
And then she screams. Liz goes to check on her. She's gone.
Yep.
Then she finds her brooch with a note stuck to it. And the note says, if you want her, come.
Do I even have to say anything?
No, you really don't.
There you go. It speaks for itself, doesn't it, folks?
It does.
This movie really does, like, just speak for itself sometimes. Why are we even doing this review?
Because it's Halloween.
It's quite spooky how this movie already makes jokes for itself.
They come into Paragort and they stop at a bed and breakfast. But it turns out
They wake up
Paragort
in the morning with bread in their mouths.
Turns out Paragort's fucking deserted except for the priest.
Yeah, he's the only thing that's in this town anymore.
They go to the bed and breakfast, and Kemi's like, "Hey, my uncle owns this. You can stay if you like for free for being so nice to me." And Reggie's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my dick wet.
With a room. It's like, oh really? A single room where I can bang you in front of Mike and he can watch? While we eat bread? Can I hump you with bread in my mouth like I'm a fucking anime character running to school?
Well, okay. At least if he's doing it with bread in his mouth, we know he won't be early. He won't come too early.
Oh my god. I love pumpernickel.
All right, moving on.
So Reg chainsaws the door of the bed and breakfast.
Yeah, he does. Doesn't he drill it?
No, he chainsaws this one because it's boarded up still.
Right.
Alchemy's like, how are we ever gonna get inside? Like, my uncle must have boarded the place up before he left. It's like, allow me, and they're just like, Veh.
So they go in and immediately start setting up grenades and shotguns.
Yeah, they set up Admiral Akbars all over the place.
Then we cut back to Liz, who goes up to the
the cemetery.
She goes into the mausoleum where the tall man is.
Yeah, mausoleum cemetery, whatever. She goes in the basement specifically,
as you do.
Mm-hmm. And she sees Creep 1 sucking blood and replacing it with yellow goo.
Yeah, which one would just assume is embalming fluid, but it's the special reanimation juice that the tall man uses.
Somehow I'm making most of this shit rhyme. I don't know.
Yeah, it's uncanny, dude. Please try to stop.
No, I can't stop. Okay,
fair enough. And she goes. Also, the priest is sneaking on. He gets fucking chokeholded and lifted up by... No, he doesn't get chokeholded. Tall man doesn't deign to touch him. But Tall man meets him. It's like, they no longer need your services.
Yeah, he's like going around like doing the little air cross to
because he sees he sees a little coffin, which he assumes is a baby. He's wrong. And he goes around blessing everything. Tall man shows up and then makes his... the priest is like, you dare defy the word of a servant of God, and then the tall man makes his crucifix wrap around his neck and hold him onto the ceiling.
Yeah, and he goes like, you think when you die, you go to heaven. You come to us.
Like I opened the review with.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and in case you're wondering, viewers, yes, that whole phantasm, a symptom of a disordered mind, a specter, a ghost, is in every trailer.
It is?
For all of the movies. It's there for 3 and 4 as well.
Is it there for 5?
No, it's not there for 5. They forgot.
Still, it's okay. It's honestly, it's pretty good. Like it's a good tag.
Though you can imagine if you're in a movie theater in 2016, a horror movie theater, and you hear phantasm, a symptom of a disordered mind, you'd be like, "Oh fuck, no, they're not, are they?" Yes.
If they were making a new one, they would have to.
Yeah, but they can't make a new one. The tall man is dead.
If they did, I'm saying if they pumped up the old man for one more go.
They
Would you rather the trailer say Phantasm, the balls are back?
Yes.
You would?
The balls are back in town.
The balls are back in town.
And
then the song starts playing. The balls are back in town.
Of course, Phantasm, the priest. Right.
We see what's in the coffin, and it's balls.
Yep. One is bigger and golden.
Yeah, it's a pretty ball.
So Reg and Mike decide to go investigate the place, the mausoleum, and they bring all of their weapons.
The priest finds Liz while he's like running away from the tall man, and he gets killed by a ball, of course. Yep.
And the tall man sees Liz, picks her up by the throat, and says, "Hello again." And
goodbye,
and yeets her across the room.
That is the definition. That toss was the definition of Yeetus
Grandis.
Her head fucking hits the window, bro. Like, top corner, it's good. Like, perfect.
10 points to the tall man.
There you go. It's a fucking... It's a straight up Hail Mary into the window.
He would be great at the basketball.
He would be spinning the football and, like, doing the little dance with his knees.
Oh, tall man would be great at basketball, I just realized. Because he has fucking psychic powers.
Oh my lord, bro. I want to make Angus Scrim in fucking NBA 2K20.
Like, the team would be just the tall man.
Yeah.
And a bunch of balls.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd just levitate the basketball, drop it through the hoop enough to win, while all the other players are fucking fleeing from the balls.
Dude, fuck yeah. Like, you know how bad now that I want to do that? Like, I want to go buy fucking NBA 2K20 just to do that.
I'm sure there are basketball games for PC you can just torrent to do that with.
Yeah, I could totally torrent, like, NBA 2K20 and, like, just play Living the Dream with Angus Scrim.
Just behold as I make an old white dude win all the basketball.
There you go. And you know what the best part of it would be? He would be an old man during fucking high school basketball.
Boy!
Yeah, there you go. He'd be like, I'm supposed to be a boy. At the end of every game, he goes, you played a good game, boy.
They break in, I think Reggie uses his drill to break into the mausoleum. He drills out the lock.
Yeah. That's when he uses the drill.
They go in, they look around, they split up to look for things. Reggie and Liz, Mike and Liz hook up. Reggie goes to the basement. Lizzie's about to be thrown into a fire, but she rescues herself and locks one of the creepers in. She locks creep one in. And we see a skeleton hand slamming on the glass as he burns to death.
Might be a little bit ahead.
Oh, I can't remember where that scene happens. Just remember it happens.
Yeah, you might have jumped ahead a little bit, because, like, they do end up going back to the B&B at some point, and they, like, sit in the fireplace, and then they
yes, sorry, you're right.
Room. But it's like, Reg hooks up with Alchemy upstairs, like, kind of, like, runs her up the stairs, and they're, like, giggling like fucking children. And she gives him a fucking rodeo ride.
Well, saying how much she loves his head.
Yep.
And then we have a scene where Liz hears something. So she checks one window.
Oh, you know what I might... Oh, God. You're going to hate me for realizing this. But, like, I might actually have a point here.
Oh, dear.
Hear me out, okay? No, wait. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to bring it up at the end of the review.
Okay.
I'm going to bring it up at the end of the review because, like, yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
So Liz pulls back a curtain, checks one window, it's clear. She opens a curtain, checks another window, it's clear. She opens a third window, and it's always on the third window. It's the third thing, and there's always someone on the third thing. She opens that, it's clear. Then she opens a fourth window, it's a tall man.
Oh, no.
Like, the tall man must hate hunting women.
Yeah.
Because he can't say the thing. It's like,
yeah, you can't
I have nothing. Sorry, girl doesn't sound as good.
Well, no, it would be okay if he went like, ma'am, like I could get a good Angus Scrim ma'am in my head. Yeah, like if he did it properly,
boy.
Like really rolled it, like it would work.
Fun
really
fact:
nice.
The boy in the beginning of the movie that Angus Scrim says when he's hanging on the door is different from the boy in the last movie.
Yeah, we mentioned that. Like it's not the same kid.
No, we just not the kid. The way Angus Scrim says boy.
Oh yeah, it's
because last movie was boy. This one's boy.
Yeah, like he did a bit deeper.
Yeah,
it's kind of noticeable, like how they made like different lines.
It was hard to choose which one of those boys to have end off our intro.
It's always a difficult choice.
He ain't my boy, but the brother is heavy.
You should just put Kratos as boy.
No.
Boy. Boy,
So
get over here.
he kidnaps her and runs off. Mike and Reggie is like, fuck it, all right, and then go after her.
Yeah, they end up crashing the car over there, and like Reggie's caught
for some reason, Mike and Liz are psychic with each other.
Yeah, well, like they were able to see each other in their dreams. That's why. But
they can communicate with their minds.
Yeah, it's weird, but whatever.
That meme of I bet he's thinking about other women, and then they can never do that.
Yeah, there you go. But I find that would be kind of fucking toxic and be like Jean Grey and Scott.
Yeah, it would be toxic if they're both psychic, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they can, like, set boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Which, for some reason, Professor X never thought to teach the other psychic that just reading people's minds is wrong.
Yeah. Should have had, like, a little bit of a... like third wheel on that relationship. Have like Alchemy also be psychic. Have it be like the Jean Grey, Scott Summers, and fucking Emma Frost relationship.
Scott's also been in a relationship with Psylocke. So right. Does he just have a thing for psychic chicks?
He totally does.
Is that his kink?
Sure that's like his fetish.
That's his kink.
Yeah. I love it when they mind fuck me, man. It's so cool.
No one cares who you think, Scott. You're the worst X-Men.
I like it because it makes me feel stupid.
You are stupid, Scott.
Tell that to Wolverine.
Well, yeah, he's the one who told me you're stupid.
Oh, did he now?
Yeah.
Fucking asshole Wolverine.
Yeah, admittedly, but he's better than you. Oh, what are you going to get him with? Your I-beams? Your only fucking power, which is I-beams?
Hey, shut up, okay? Me and my brother could kick his ass.
Your brother sucks, too.
No, but that's totally what he would say, too, as like a fucking, like, whiny little response. Totally be his fucking response to that. Me and my brother.
No, I'd be like, just wait till I tell my... It would be just wait till I tell my dad, but just wait till I tell my son from the future.
Yeah, or that.
Anyway.
Both of those work.
Anyway, they go to the mausoleum.
Yeah.
Liz is being fed into a crematorium.
Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, about that scene. I don't know if like okay, it's pretty obvious actually.
May I just give the what happens in the scene first?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
You
kind of already explained it.
Well, she's being fed. She escapes. He dies. While it's happening, the mortician is working on. He's actually apparently doing his cremation job.
Uh-huh.
And he pours some ashes into a bag marked Sam Raimi.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to mention. I wanted to mention a little Sam Raimi nod. It was fun.
It's an interesting nod, too, because this movie has a big Sam Raimi feel.
Yeah, it totally does.
Like the scene that's coming up when they're running from the ball, from the golden ball. It's from the point of view of the ball.
It's the evil.
It's the evil, and they close doors. It doesn't care. It just punches through. Yeah,
it's great.
It's a cool nod.
Yeah, honestly, like it was super like hat tippy. It was really cool.
It's like when you're watching Evil Dead and you find a poster for Hills Have Eyes in the background.
Yeah, or see the glove from
Still haven't seen the glove.
It's there.
I gotta rewatch Evil Dead and look for it.
Dude, it's there, man.
I believe you.
I'm surprised you've never seen it. Like it's just like it's blatant.
Is it first or second?
First one.
Okay, that's
I'm
impossible.
pretty sure it's first one.
Can't be the first one.
I'm pretty sure it was. It might be a second one. It's probably.
It's just because I don't know if the first one, if Nightmare on Elm Street existed when the first one was made.
I think it was out.
No, it wasn't. Evil Dead was made in 1981. Evil Dead 2, Nightmare on Elm Street was 1984.
Okay, it must be second then. It's just I haven't seen Evil Dead in a while.
Yeah, I getcha.
But it's like last time I saw Evil Dead 2, like I must have seen it because like I remember it so vividly. It's there. The glove is there. Anyways, we're digressing a bit too much.
Yeah. So she escapes the fire. She meets up with Mike, and they get chased by a ball. Mm-hmm. And they're running from the ball. They run into Creep 2.
Oh, I have a rhyme.
Okay.
Liz wiggles and she squirms because Creep 2 got thrown in the crematorium and he screams as he burns.
Needs work.
I could have shortened it into like Liz wiggles and she worms. Creep 2, he gets burned. Or whatever.
Liz wriggles and she squirms as the creeps become food for the worms.
But he's burned.
I know, but
he gets charred.
So Creep 2 tries to kill him with a hatchet. But the ball comes and sticks his hand to the wall, so they have time to escape. And then the golden ball comes, and he sees that as like, oh no! And he chops his hand off with his hatchet. And
his response is great.
Like, oh.
He's just like, oh shit! And he just looks at his hatchet. He's like, well, that's gotta go.
So they Mike and Liz run away from the ball, which punches through doors.
Yeah.
They close a steel door, and it's coming through that too.
Yeah, like this thing's able to burn through everything. It's got like a laser or something on it.
It chases them.
Also the cut to the hand is very Evil Dead also.
Yeah, it chases them round and round and all around.
Mm-hmm. Round and round the ring row. Creep 2
Reggie's
Creep 1 finds them.
While this is all happening, Reggie's investigating the basement. He meets a graver who's like, I'm a kill you. And Reggie's like, no man, I got a chainsaw. And he's like, bitch, I got a bigger chainsaw. Yeah. It's basically my dick's bigger than yours is the thing we're supposed to get from that.
Yeah, it's a much bigger chainsaw that the gas mask has.
So they fight with chainsaws.
He's basically a psycho.
He gets
fucking Dead Rising.
He is. He gets chainsawed in the dick and dies.
But
we
see the little spat with the creep first though.
Are midgets.
Yeah. We see the creep die.
The creep gets the golden ball go up his butt and out and into his head.
Yeah, it really hits him in the back because it goes straight through the door as the creep's grabbing grabbing Liz. And it just shoots right into his fucking back and cannonballs him into the fucking wall.
Up and smacks him around. It's a powerful ball.
Yeah, it goes like into his chest and up to his throat. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, this ball it's a nice one. It's not my favorite. My favorite is the gold ball in the next movie. Mm-hmm. But it's cool.
This one's really good though too, because like it goes up his throat and like that kills him basically, and then it just like he drops in the corner like face down, and then Mike like picks him up to like make sure he's dead, and just like turns him around, and you just see the ball like still spinning the blades in his mouth
and twitching.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like it's like jammed.
This is actually the clip I included in the intro.
Yeah, it's like full jammed up. It's really nice.
Yeah,
it's a good effect.
I even though I greatly stated that this video is not for children, I really hope YouTube doesn't give me shit for that intro.
Oh, come on. It's part of the movie, man. I'm sure it would have been in the trailers also if this would have came out a little later.
Yeah, it wasn't in the trailer, obviously, but...
Yeah, but it would have been.
Yeah.
Like, at another time, it would have been.
Ash, not Ash. Ash isn't in this movie.
Ash, watch this movie.
And move your teacup.
Move your fucking teacup.
Okay, where are we? Phantasm.
Creep dude dies.
Creep dude dies. And then what happens? And Creep dude dies.
Reg kills the guy with the chainsaw, and he shotguns some midgets.
They also find a in a previous scene. We skipped a scene, and it's kind of important. Reg and Mike find the mortician room.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
This is important for two things. One, they find a lock that can be opened with a sphere.
Yeah, and two, they find some sort of chemical and dump
they find the chemical. There's the chemical thing, and Reg does something amazingly stupid. Like, I know why he does it. He pours the hydrochloric acid, which I still don't understand why it's here, like in the Beyond, but at least it's actually corked, not just on a shelf open, like in the Beyond.
That's true.
But he pours all the hydrochloric acid into the chemical. But hey, you know what's really a bad idea?
What?
Mixing a chemical with another chemical, especially a chemical that you don't know what it is, when you have no idea what'll happen.
It's some otherworldly substance, but still, like, if you dumped
being the nicest possible, which is it's a version of, say, formaldehyde. You know what happens when you mix hydrochloric acid and formaldehyde?
Boom.
Methane.
Oh, methane.
Which, because they set something on fire later, and Mike's main weapon is a lit flamethrower.
That would
bad idea.
Yeah. That would explode badly. But like, it's okay. My logic for this is like the yellow goo is like it's thick. It's a thick substance. So like, if anything, it would be kind of like gloopy and like acidy on its own.
It's not gloopy at the moment. It's gloopy when it's in a person.
Yeah, but still, like it doesn't seem like something that would be like explodable. It would be like, if anything, it would be like
nitroglycerin's
maybe
pretty
flammable.
thick. Nitroglycerin's pretty thick.
Yeah, but still, like, this is.
But
like,
it's more gelatin. Green. This is a cream.
Like,
this is a cream.
It's like glue.
It's a cream.
Yeah, it's like glue or green.
It's mustard.
Yeah,
it's mustard. He's leaking banana pudding.
I
don't like banana pudding.
I haven't had banana pudding in a long time.
I don't like banana flavored stuff. I like bananas, but not the banana flavored stuff. It's weird.
It's like fucking custard.
I like custard. Custard's nice.
Yeah, but this is like some nasty custard that's been like left in the fridge for 7 days.
Anyway, Reg is about to escape, but he gets his legs grabbed by more midgets. So he
shotguns them.
He shotguns them and then throws the shotgun away. This is important because it's a massive plot hole going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, or he just makes another one. That's okay too.
Possibly. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, what... Okay, he has the blueprint for it, so he can just craft it whenever.
Maybe hell, if it's Dead Rising 3, he might have the power-up that lets him craft two things of the same type and make the same make a weapon.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you have a pistol?
Well, you have a pistol and a machine gun? Yeah, you can make a quad-barrel shotgun.
There you go. So it's like, yeah, that might be the logic there. Or it's like the skateboard from Tony Hawk. He's just able to call it to him whenever. It's like fucking Mjolnir.
Yes! I'm just picturing Reggie in the ice cream man suit sticking his hand out and the shotgun flies to him. Dun,
he's in the ice cream truck.
Dun, 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 dun.
He's in the ice cream truck chasing down fucking Sweet Tooth, and he just sticks his left hand out the window. The shotgun comes to him.
Oh, Reggie and his car in this would be great in Twisted Metal.
Oh yeah, for real.
The 1971 car.
Yo, they would look okay. Both Mike and Reggie look like fucking Left 4 Dead characters, and I would love to play a fucking like DLC campaign with the two of them going after fucking midgets and the tall man.
The 1971 Plymouth Cuda.
Yeah, there you go. That's the car.
Like, especially the one from the ending of Phantasm 5 would be great in Twisted Metal.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I say the one from the end of Phantasm 5 because it has guns and shit.
Yeah. Like, it would be pretty dope. Wait, the car in 5 has guns?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Nice.
Miniguns. It's a Mad Max version of the car.
Awesome.
So, they go up to the lab and see what's on the slab. Well,
why didn't you make that joke before?
Mike and Reg meet up.
Yeah. They end up getting the ball off of the wall from the hand.
They take the ball. Oh, previous scene also. Kemi is leaving.
Yeah, she's like. It shows like twice that like she's getting the hearse packed up and she's taking it over to the cemetery.
It's like, hey, you're not safe with us. You should go.
while Mike and Reg play handball.
Yeah.
They go to handball practice.
Yeah. They take the ball, they unlock the room and find the forks.
Yep.
And kegs full of midgets.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have a party, bro. Tall man's gonna have a fucking party in that
Tap a
alternate
midget
dimension. With some midget kegs. He's gonna have some midget keggers. It's gonna be off the chain. Reg is about to burn.
Kemi's car breaks down, so she steals a hearse.
Yeah, she grabs the hearse and everything. This was offhandedly. Whatever. Reg is burning the room.
Yeah, Reg is burning the room, which is a bad idea. No, he doesn't do it yet. First, he falls into the forks.
Yeah, because the tall man slaps him after he picks up the flamethrower.
Yeah, tall man backhands him into the forks, and he almost gets attacked by a fucking goo-covered naked midget.
Goo-covered roasty toasty fucking midget fucking jerky man.
But he gets pulled out. They stick. Liz jams the syringe, the needle for the pump, into his back, and then turns it on and pumps him full of hydrochloric acid. And a bug comes out of the side of his head.
Oh yeah, Mike throws the ball at him too, the one that was in the door.
Yeah, he kills him with one of his own balls, and the bug comes out of that, and then he melts. Yeah, and explodes at the same time.
Phantasm 2, a bug coming out of your face. I just wanted to throw that one out there.
I love that no matter what piece you take off the Phantasm, it becomes some kind of insect. It's like he's a much darker version of Oogie Boogie.
He kind of is. It's pretty
Well. What have we here, boy?
Phantasm 2. Electric Ooga Boogity Boo.
I am the shadow on the moon that night, filling your dreams to the brim with fright.
Phantasm 2. I cast no shadows and go past the sun.
Oh God, fuck you! Phantasm 2, fuck you.
I had to.
Did you hate that movie so much you slammed your head into my stove?
Yes, I did.
Just to quote, just to feel something?
There you go. Fuck! Let's finish this off. We've got 10 minutes left of the movie to talk about.
Yeah, so Reg sets all the chemicals on fire because he's an idiot.
Yeah. Basically.
Then they run off. Kemi's there to pick them up in a hearse. They get in. Liz and Mike are making out in the back. Kemi's flips a thing and closes a little dividing thing. And you're thinking, oh, that's nice. He wants to give them their privacy.
Yeah, he wants Reg wants to give her roadhead.
And then she's playing with her hair and rips a clump of it off, revealing she's a zombie. And then she starts laughing. And then
maniacally.
He gets thrown out of the car.
And then he goes up to the side window where Mike and Liz are, and he starts going, "Help me!" Either that, or he's screaming, "Kemi!"
Or though I think it's something like "Run" is what he wants to get across there.
Whichever one, man.
And it's not happening. It's not. It's just a dream. It's not real. It's not real. And the tall man shows up at the window. No, it's just a dream. No.
It's not.
Dun, 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 dun,
yeah, that's the end of the movie right there.
I like the theme in Phantasm 2 more than in Phantasm 1.
I like the ending of this one, though.
Because
it's the ending theme.
Guitar. Cool. That's right. It's guitar heavy. There's a lot of electric guitar and a lot of synth. It's like you're seeing the theme evolve and build over the course of the movies.
It really has.
It feels... It's the 80s and it feels like an 80s one.
Yeah, and honestly, I like the feel of this movie a lot. Gave me a lot of.
I love the feel of this movie because it's a late 80s horror film, and late 80s horror films have a special kind of redonkulousness inherent to them that just make them fun. The sets have a look where they're clearly sets but they also look like they just took an area and decorated it for Halloween. Like, this feels like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which is good.
Halloween 2, The Blade and the Bold.
Okay. Feels.
I'm just talking about subtitles again.
It feels a lot like later Nightmare on Elm Street 3 or later Friday the 13th. It has that kind of feel to the look.
Yeah, it really does.
The atmosphere.
Uh-huh. It's got a good feel to it, and like it's very Sam Raimi. It's a very much action horror movie.
A lot of green
Probably
light,
one of the first of its
type. A lot
type.
of green lighting and red lighting.
Yeah.
Another mausoleum. The mausoleum setting is just perfect for a movie.
I like, honestly, in comparison to the first one, I like this one a little more even than the first one, but the first one's more iconic.
Yeah, the first one's
like the marble and everything.
This wouldn't be, yeah. Just the white, just the thing about the white setting is like the white background is it's better for gory scenes because blood on white
the first one.
Yeah.
It was more gory. There was like a lot more like bloodiness, especially going on in that setting.
But this one decided, let's have a story.
Yeah, but it also is like a lot more action heavy. Like I mentioned,
True.
It's like very much like Left 4 Dead styled and like
4-barreled shotgun, right?
Yeah, it's Evil Dead, it's Resident Evil, it's Left 4 Dead. It's
I'm a little disappointed that I know they probably legally couldn't do it, but when they made their 4-barrel shotgun and custom triple tanked flamethrower, neither one said groovy.
They shoulda, but at the same time, they already had Sam Raimi getting dumped into a bag, and I'm pretty sure that's all the association they absolutely needed. Aside from the hand
burned
cut
Sam
off.
Raimi. We killed Sam Raimi and we burned his corpse.
We burnt his corpse, and then we pressured it down into diamonds, and thus we call ourselves the Diamond Dogs.
Okay.
Phantasm 2, Twin Snakes.
Phantasm 6, Twin Peaks.
Oh no. That would be pretty good.
What did you think
2,
of this
Fire
film?
Walk with Me.
What did you think about the second Phantasm?
I don't know, man. It was pretty good, and you know what? Honestly, I think I'm gonna rate it 2 gigantic metal balls on the gas mask man, waving his chainsaw around as his prick gets cut in half.
I'm going to give it a 4-barreled shotgun.
Of course. Fucking of course you would.
A 4-barreled shotgun out of 5 possible barrels.
Oh yeah, the gas mask man is fucking waving his chainsaw around over his head, like in one hand, and he's got the quadra-barreled shotgun in the other, and he's just nunchucking it with one hand.
Give it Reggie Bannister on with a hockey stick chugging a box of Aunt Jemima.
Yes. All of it, yes. And then he gives the bottle of Aunt Jemima's to the grandma so she could raise her blood sugar.
by eating her pancakes.
There you go. There you fucking go. Oh, perfect.
This is next week. Phantasm 3, obviously. Yep. Phantasm 3 is where it starts to get weird.
It really does. It's not really this kind of style, but like if anything, it goes a bit more extreme.
But hey, it's the 90s.
Yeah, it becomes more extreme.
A. Michael Baldwin will be back.
Yeah, becomes more radical, dude.
I do like that we're 2 films in, and both films end with, "Hey guys, we won," and the tall man's like, "Nope."
You're not winning.
You don't get to win. I'm the tall man.
Phantasm 3, you didn't win.
Phantasm 3, you're not perfect.
Phantasm 3, Deus Ex Machina.
Phantasm 3, Revenge of the Majima Construction Corporation.
Fucking hell. Okay, we're going a bit too extreme with this.
Yeah.
We're done.
Happy Halloween. See you guys next week.
Boo! That's what everybody's gonna be saying to us.
Boy.
I'm done.